Good morning, friends. Let us have a discuss on computer forensic, one of the cyber security management technique. What is a computer forensics? It is a collection, preservation, analysis, and presentation of computer related evidences, determining the past actions that have taken place on a computer system using forensic computing is the process of computer forensic techniques. Identifying, preserving, analyzing, describing digital evidences in a manner that is legally acceptable is a definition defined by the Rodney McCamish in 1999. Computer forensic has four important properties: identifying, preserving, analyzing, presenting. The main goal of computer forensic expert is not only to find the criminal but also to find out the evidence and the presentation of the evidence in a manner that leads to legal action of the criminal. So, what is the purpose of computer forensic? It produces evidence in the code that can lead to the punishment of the actual, to ensure the integrity of the computer system, and basically to focus on the response to high-tech offense started to intertwine. So this is the one of the technique. This is a one of the science. We call it as a forensic science. Is the application of particular science that will deals with the questions that are of interest to the legal profession. Forensic is not limited to analyzing evidence from a murder scene, it can also be applied to technology. As the computers are the foundation for communicating and recording information, a new area known as a computer forensic, which uses technology to search for a computer evidence of a crime, can attempt to retrieve information even if it has been altered or erased. That can be used in the pursuit of the attacker or criminal. So, here two important in the incident response, that response having the live system analysis, and in the computer forensic we are doing a post-mortem analysis, where so it's also known as a forensic science. See what happens when anybody has to delete any one of the file. You know the Windows operating system. Windows operating system having the file allocation table and master file table. We call it as a FAT and MFT. That tells the computer where the file begin and where the file has been end. When we have to delete the file, particular pointer to the file has been deleted, and FAT and MFT space occupied by the file is marked as a available. The actual data that was contained in a file is not deleted. That data has been unallocated space has been given to that particular data, and that's why we are recover the deleted information. Computer forensic has been typically performed different types of investigations like child porn, breach of computer security, fraud, theft, copyright violations, identity theft, narcotics investigation, threats, burglary, suicide, obscenity, homicide, administrative investigation, sexual assault, stalking. All these typical investigations has been performed under the computer forensics. Basically media devices that hold the potential data. Whenever data has been searched in the computers, laptops, iPads, iPods, smartphones, most other cell phones, MP3 music players, hard drives, digital cameras, USB memory devices, PDAs, backup tapes, CD-ROMs and DVDs. Means all these are the media devices where actually data has been available. So computer forensic team has been searched all this data on this media particular devices. What will be the capability of that particular forensic teams? That team will recover deleted files, find out what external devices have been attached and what users access them, determine what programs run, recover web pages, recover emails and users who read them, recover chat logs, determine file servers used, discover documents hidden history, recover phone records and SMS text messages from mobile devices, find malware and data collected. So whenever any crime has been happened, that particular information can be recovered by this forensic team. Now, who uses a computer forensics? Law enforcement, private computer forensic organizations, military, university programs, computer security, and IT professionals are basically using the computer forensic technique. Now, see one by one how it is. First one is a law enforcement, that is your local, state, and federal levels. Several detectives at a local level, state police, FBI's computer analysis and response team, we called as a CART, handles the cases where the victim and perpetrator are in different state, which is a very common in cybercrime. In 2006 alone, CART completed more than 10,000 examinations of computer media, equating to more than 1 petabyte of digital evidence. 1 petabyte of information is equivalent to 250 billion pages of text, enough to fill 20 million 4-drawer filing cabinets. Again, regional computer forensic laboratory, we call it as a RCFS. They are staffed by federal, state, and local law enforcement officers who pass the rigorous training to become a certified as a forensic examiners by the FBI's computer analysis and response team. So this is regarding the law enforcement's. Next important technique that will be the private computer forensic team, that will be basically readily forensics, computer forensics associates, bitexpert, empire investigation LLC, marmo technology, advanced forensic recovery of electronic data, Philadelphia computer forensics, then New York computer forensic services, Speakins forensics laboratory. So all these are the private computer forensic organization. They are doing the computer, they are doing the applying the forensic techniques, basically divorce cases and need proof of infidelity or cheating, employees stealing information, white collar crime. Then in the private sector, computer forensic techniques like methodologies are used to investigate electronic break-ins, embezzlement, improper use of computer resources by employees, and theft of trade secrets, among other things. So all these are included in the private computer forensic organization. Those in the insurance business may use a information retrieved from computer systems to identify fraud in workman's compensation, automobile, or personal accident cases. All these are the example of this private computer forensic organization. So let us have a look on the next important part where we are using the computer forensic technique is the military. Military can be used to test, identify and gather evidences in the field. It will be specialized training in imaging and identifying multiple sources of electronic evidences. In military, analyze the evidence for rapid intelligence gathering and responding to security breach incidences. For example, desktop and server forensic techniques has been used in the military. In the university programs, computer forensic techniques has been used for the bachelor's and master degrees. For incident response technique, well-funded research area, many free sources of test images to practice on. Basically, community colleges like a partnering with 4-year universities to complete associates and bachelor's degree, great for working professionals, flexible schedules and affordable tuitions. So university programs also has using that particular methodology as a computer forensic. Now what exactly that methodology? These are the listed points where this methodology has been followed when doing the computer forensics. shut down the computer, document the hardware configuration of the system, transport the computer system to a secure location, make a bitstream backup of hard disk and floppy disk, mathematically verify data on all storage devices, document the system date and time, make a list of key search words, evaluate the Windows swap file, evaluate file slack, evaluate unallocated space, that is erased of files. Search files, file slack, and unallocated space for keywords. Document file names, dates, and times if anybody has deleted the data. Identify file, program, storage anomalies, and evaluate the program functionality and document your findings. That is, each act has been find out to see that any crime has been happened. From all this methodology, documentation is very important part. Documentation needs to be kept for beginning to end as soon as you become involved in a case. This includes what is commonly referred to as a chain of custody form, as well as documentation pertinent to what you do during your analysis. We cannot overemphasize the importance of documentation. When involved in a situation where you are conducting a computer forensics analysis, we recommend that you establish and keep the mindset that the case or situation is going to end up in a court. This will go a long way in helping you to make sure that you are keeping the appropriate documentation. Take for granted that you will be questioned on every aspect of the case and everything that you do, and hence documentation is very important. So this is the methodology has been adopted for the computer forensic. What should be avoided during an investigation? First, changing the data. Never change the data. That is, changing time or date stamp, changing the files, overwriting unallocated disk spaces. This can happen when rebooting. Verifying hash values from images. So, during the investigation, forensic team basically avoided all these such changes. What are the computer forensic team use the tools? Pass through the created images, rebuilds both active and deleted files, open source and commercial sources basically has been used for the as a tool. Here is the list of different computer forensic softwares are there. This list can be enabled to use, these softwares can be used for handling the crime situations. Here, ArcSight Logger is used to automate analysis, altering, reporting, intelligence of logs and events for IT security, IT operations, IT GRC, and log analytics. Basically, Net NetWitness Investigator is one of the tool. That tool analyze and network traffic mainly used by IT professionals, but now law enforcement and other public and private firms use it. Download of the internet. Not sure how reliable it is. Then next will be the Quest Change Auditor. It can be used to report and analyze what is happening on the network, translate raw data into user friendly data. Then NCASE and the forensic toolkit are both accepted in court and mainly used by law enforcement and government agencies. FTK is a database. That database is driven so won't lose work if your computer crashes. Both have a user friendly interface and can do many of the same thing, but in case is what most law enforcement agency choose to use, so that is what I will talk about in the rest of the discussions. So these are the very important softwares can be used by the particular computer forensic team. Now let us have finally conclude that computer forensic helps to determine the who, what, when and where related to a computer based crime or violation. Who uses computer forensics? Situations to use computer forensics, computer forensic softwares, do's and don'ts of practicing computer forensics, and how to get involved in the computer forensic is a very important aspects when we learn the computer forensics. So hope you all have to understand the computer forensic technology nicely. Subscribe the channel and like the video. Thank you.